you ever been in a meeting with your colleagues and an important other person like a customer or a consultant or a senior leader, let's say in a boardroom, and they never made eye contact with you the entire meeting? They did with everybody else, but not you. Yeah, it's awkward. It's happened to me. It's happened to some clients of mine. Just had a discussion about this with a client earlier this morning. There's a reason why this happens. Keep watching and I'll tell you why. Hi, my name is Shawn Sommerkamp, and this is Motivationeer Christian Coaching. Early in my career, I was trying to kind of find my footing in the corporate world, and part of it was the uncomfortability of not getting attention from key players. So I would always kind of either crack a joke or sound like I was really knowledgeable. I was literally adding to the conversation things that didn't belong in the conversation. It definitely held me back. In fact, I did a video on my channel here. It's possible to ask too many questions, where I covered a little bit of that. This now is the idea about eye contact. What can possibly explain why someone is not making eye contact with you in an important meeting, but everyone else around you? Well, it has everything to do with engagement. I have a chance to public speak a lot. I do a lot of speaking. And when I'm out there on the stage with the audience, trying to connect with them, I look for people in the crowd that are engaged in the discussion, engaged in what I'm saying, that they're interested. The same is true even in small settings. If I'm with a group of people and I'm trying to get to some knowledge transfer of some kind, let's say there's 3 people sitting in front of me. If 2 of the people are actively involved or engaged in the discussion and the third one's not, I know that they probably don't have a lot of knowledge to transfer. So I talk to these other 2. Now, because my early roots in the corporate world growing up, this awkwardness of not making eye contact was so prevalent, I now, out of courtesy, make eye contact with everybody that I'm speaking to, but everyone's not like me. So if you're not engaged in the discussion, they're not going to make eye contact with you, and they're not going to remember you. They might if you get engaged with them later on, but during that meeting, it's important to show your engagement even if you don't have anything to add to the conversation. Special note here, we do not want to just speak up to act like we're engaged when we don't have anything to add to a conversation. Okay, make that as a little asterisk caveat. But there is a way to be engaged even if we don't have anything to share. And that's by looking, physically pointing your body squared toward the person who's speaking when they're speaking. If one of your colleagues then takes over the conversation, turn and look to them. Show some type of active listening skills like, yeah. Now, we as Christians can overdo that. We want to support the preacher on a Sunday, so we're like, amen, brother, or yeah, preach it, whatever. I know I do that, but we don't want to go overboard with the active listening, but we can show active listening with our body posture, shifting and turning to the person speaking, staying square, not doing anything with our phone. And in some cases for me, and I know it was for one of my clients, not taking notes. One time I had a meeting with the CEO of a company. It was me and him sitting really close at the edge of one side of the table and several other people on the other side. And he was talking directly to me. And I was so nervous that I was going to miss or forget something. I decided I was going to whip out my laptop and start taking notes while he's talking. Oh, that didn't go over so well. He said, Shawn, would you please stop taking notes and listen to me? Now, for me, that is how I listen. It wasn't just nervousness. That's how I learn. That's how I listen, right? But there is a time to not take notes and make eye contact. Show active engagement in the conversation with our body posture. And even if we wanted to learn a lot by taking notes, maybe it's just better to kind of set your phone, put it face down and record with it, but have it facing down so people don't see that you're recording. So you can go back later and take notes. For me, Making eye contact is always a big deal. And if I'm the one that's listening, I want to show that I'm engaged. If they're not making eye contact with me, it's not going to help me to try to figure out why. Yeah, I'm telling you now probably why it is, but if you spend a lot of time trying to figure out why didn't they make eye contact with me, that's one of the 4 internal blockers, the I and fail interpretations. Remember, fear, assumptions, interpretations, limiting beliefs. I've got a bunch of videos on this channel about that. So you can just type in blockers on the search bar and you'll find more. But trying to figure out exactly why. Do they not respect me? Do they think I'm a doofus? Do they not care about my role on this team? Do they not, I think I said respect me already. Don't waste our time thinking about that. Stay engaged. If they don't make eye contact with you, so what? Move on. If you're going to be working with them later on, call them up and just, hey, just checking in. Wanted to say thanks a lot for the information you shared. It was really great. And that's it. Or send them an email or something, okay? Making eye contact is important, and we can do it with our body, showing a posture that shows engagement. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for 2 new videos each week. Tell me in the comments below about your career situation, and I'll make a video for you with a shout out. You can also become a member at Motivationeer.com. Your career is not just a way to make a living, it's a way to transform the world.